Tell me where he finishes this week at Talladega. I mean, there's 1 through, 38, 40, however many qualify this week. Everybody's got a shot. 425 people follow us, man. I mean, everybody can go on there. Somebody's got to win this helmet. I want it to go away. So, what's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming to you live right here, Coach's Corner, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing, grubbin' is tasting. Glad to be back, man. Hope everybody had a great Easter weekend, had our one bye week we get all year long, and now from here on out, every Wednesday we'll be locked in, man. So looking forward to that. Getting ready to get the show going, man. If you're new to tuning in, the way we like to start it out is what we call the word of the day, okay? You're going to, Lauren's going to throw a word up here. I have no idea what it is, but whenever I say it, you're going to take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. As I always say, it's age appropriate. If you're under 21, get some Kool-Aid, some sweet tea, whatever it may be. Get rowdy, man. Do your thing. Last show, I would say last week, but we were off last week. Last week's show was Larson. So talking about Kyle Larson, I'm sure we probably said that name quite a few times. Probably had a good buzz. But this week's word is going to be, I have no idea, but take a sip and play along, y'all. So getting into that NASCAR news. Speaking of Kyle Larson, Young Money, baby, does it again. Dominates there at Bristol, man. I tell you what, that was he put a show on for sure at the Great Coliseum there, last Great Coliseum. I tell you what, as I always say, the 5, you might as well chalk it up every week. He's going to run pretty. If he has a bad run, yeah, he's got a bad run, but he's going to contend and be fast. So definitely make sure you're watching out for him for sure. NASCAR drop day, unique, one-of-a-kind little rule they're implementing for this All-Star race coming up here at North Wilkesboro in a few weeks. It was announced today that they're going to have what they call a promoter's caution. So supposedly this caution is going to be dropped between lap 101 and, what'd I say, Lawrence, 220. 101 and 220. Nobody knows when it's going to be dropped. It's just a promoter's caution. So should be interesting. Add a little nick and niche in there to an already revamped all-star race there at North Wilkesboro. I like it. Pretty neat. Now, I also read a little thing today that NASCAR actually approached teams to do a rung what you brung style race at this all-star race this year, and team ownership denied it. So I will put the thumbs down to the team ownership and all the big guys in NASCAR. You should have at least done that. It's North Wilkesboro, man. That would have been pretty cool to see. So maybe next year, maybe a year after, we'll see an actual run what you brung all-star type race at some track. Be neat to see for sure. So Truck Series and Xfinity both made it back to the Rockingham this weekend. I tell you what, the truck race, so. The Xfinity race was an awesome race until it wasn't. Right there at the end, tire strategy and this and that kind of came into play and kind of ruined a really good one for me. But a lot of passing. And I tell you what, both series, I'm glad they had their own standalone events where it's just those two and there's nothing else that comes after. The Cup Series don't follow. I think that does pay dividends for lower series to get more exposure you would on a weekend where everybody just comes to Sunday's race. So really glad to see that. Hopefully we continue. I would like to see the Cup Series there at Rockingham. It was there forever. We need to bring it back. It's a unique track. I think it adds some characteristics into the schedule. Biggest problem would be, what do we lose to make that happen? And me and Lawrence were talking about this earlier, and I hate to say it, but if there was a place that would probably lose a second date, I would hope it wouldn't be, but I would say Atlanta would probably be one of the ones. They're not going to take one from Martinsville. They're not going to lose the track completely off the schedule. So I would hope not, but that's my insight on it there. So if you haven't yet, you guys do like, share, follow all that social media out there. Lawrence does a great job. I have no control over it. Lawrence runs on the level for me. But like I said, Instagram, Twitter. Most importantly, go out, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Like I said, that's how we get more eyes on not only what we do here on Rubbin' and Grubbin', but all the good things we do here on Coach's Corner as well. We're still giving away the prime Blaney helmets, man. All you got to do is anyways, make sure you comment, follow us out there. Like I said, hopefully the more eyes we get on this show, the more eyes we get to the charitable events we do here at Coach's Corner as well, man. So some more news. Rodney Childers, man, out over there at Fire Motorsports in the 7 car. That was kind of off surprise. And, he gave a statement basically saying, things don't always work out the way they're supposed to, or, some things are ungiven. That's kind of just what sports are. Really good crew chief, championship winning crew chief there with Kevin Harvick. So somebody at some point in time will pick him up. Now, what role he plays, whether it's a crew chief on the Cup Series level or maybe he takes a step back and crew chief down in Xfinity, maybe he, takes a role behind the scenes more, of just what goes on in the shop compared to the week in and week out operations on top of the box. Who knows? But he's still got some years left in him, and he is a bright mind. So somebody better jump on it, damn it. I'm telling you now. Somebody better get after it and get on. He's a good crew chief. He's been doing it a long time. Won a championship. He's proven, man. Somebody come and get it. So 2026 class of Hall of Fame have been announced, y'all, and there are some pretty good names up there. Kurt Busch, I would say, would probably be the headliner there, champion, in the sport. But, man, you got the likes of Neil Bonnet, Harry Gant, Jack Sprague in the Truck Series there, which now he's not in if we're going about all of NASCAR. Jack Sprague is definitely one of the four founding fathers of the Truck Series and bringing the hell out of it forever. Man, you got Jeff Burton, Greg Biffle. I mean, everybody. There's a lot of good guys there. Now, this is my big up to do, and I've talked about it for years about the way I feel about NASCAR Hall of Fame, right? What are really the things that you do to get in the Hall of Fame, all right? Kurt Busch, championship, I get it in a way, the opening style to the chase to the one last one, whatever it might be, all right, I get it. And other guys, Harry Gant, Miss September, and all these guys, I get it in a way. And Greg Biffle, yeah, he won 30-something Cup Series races, no championship, Xfinity truck, yeah, amazing. Jeff Burton, same thing, no Cup Series championship, wins, but no Cup Series championship. So for me, we got to start setting the criteria, what it takes to even be nominated for the actual Hall of Fame at the Cup Series level, or at least start doing this, because we're about to run out of people. I'm telling you guys right now, we're going to run out of people, man. We're going to start introducing people into the Hall of Fame that are still racing, which should never be done, but anyways. And we are getting into my favorite part of the show, the checkered flag for charity. I tell you what, man, if you guys are new to tuning in, what we do here on Rubbin' and Grubbin' is whatever car number wins that race, we donate in. Kyle Larson, Young Money in the 5-1, anything under the Christopher Bell in the 20 car is always a 20. We throw that in. That brings us up to $488 on the year, not too awful bad. Again, some concerts coming up here at Coach's. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you're coming out to hear the live music in the Sound Garden, bring a little bit of extra cash. Get a raffle ticket for whatever it is we're raffling off of the door. Most of the time, cooler full of joy, we like to call it, just a cooler full of alcohol, man. You could take home, party it up. We're getting into summertime. Weather's beautiful, boat weather. I mean, come on, man. $5, $10, donate to a good cause. That's all here local. And like I said, you get a chance to win some a good or whatever we're giving away. So, again, if you're new to tuning in, it's going out to one of my family members. I consider him a brother for sure. Todd, my buddy Todd Barton, his dad, Rudy, Mr. Rudy Barton, is going through a lot of health issues now. Todd's had to take some time off of work on top of the medical bills and everything else that's going on. So we're just trying to get back and help him out. So, again, as I always say it, if you come to Coaches, nickels, pennies, dimes, 10, 20s, 150s, whatever you got to give, man, make sure you throw something in. Stays right here local in the Savannah area and always goes to a good cause. So thank you guys, as always, for coming out and supporting. We did a cooler, last weekend before last? Weekday before last. And what we do, Lawrence? 2 and some change?
Yeah. I threw it all in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Did some good stuff, $235. I mean, yeah, we did a lot better than, yeah, nothing to write home about, but hey, man, it's making money, and that's what it's all about. So just make sure you guys are coming out, supporting all the great artists that we have here up at Coach's Corner Sound Garden. Bring some extra bucks if they want to support a local family or local charity that needs some help. So get after it, man. So getting ready to get into the who's hot and who's not. But before we do, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles over there, owner-operator, Arbor Man Tree Service, the best tree service in the Savannah area. Locally owned, locally operated, fully insured, doesn't matter what it is, tree removal, stump grinding, getting an estimate. Make sure you give my boy Parker a call over there at Arbor Man. You'll see that number scrolling on the screen all night long. As I always say, no job too big, too small. Give Parker a call. I love you, brother. So before we get into the who's hot, who's not, we're going to pause for station identification right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network, y'all. Cheers. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday, and I'm ready to get back to some racing this Sunday for sure. All right, man. So getting into the who's hot, I gave Kyle Larson the number 1 spot, man. Young Money's taking it over. Another win there on the year in the books. I say it all the time. Him and Cliff Daniels is probably one of the top 3 best crew chief driver combinations in the sport. They're fast every week. Yeah, Darlington, where he should have been good, he messed up, hit the wall twice, whatever. I mean, things happen, right? But week in and week out, they're going to bring some very fast race cars. Whether they win, whether they don't, it doesn't matter, man. They're coming strong, so I'll take them first. Christopher Bell, to me, is still the most consistent guy in the sport. You got to go all the way back to Miami to find a finish outside the top 10. And he's had quite a few runner-up finishes as well in top 3. So you really got to keep an eye on this guy. I think he's the leader over in that JGR camp. I think Denny Hamlin obviously is still always going to be good. He runs good. The 11 is there. But Christopher Bell is young. He's the future at JGR, so keep an eye on him for sure in that 20 car. And again, I just mentioned him, Denny Hamlin. I gave it to him. I could have went back and forth him and William Byron, I feel like. At the end of the day, I give it to the veteran. The guy's been in the sport a long time. He's been known to make the championship run there, and never won it. And I think that's the biggest question that we have for Denny. Is he ever going to win the championship? Is he ever going to actually, get that kind of shoulder off of it and get it all done? Nah, doubtful, man. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we're going to watch and find out. I bet he'll be there. He'll hunt for it again this year like he does every year for sure. So getting ready to get into the who's not. And I mentioned it last show, Brad K. Come on, man. I'm telling you right now, 31st in points, which, after the year they had last year, you kind of felt like he got the win there at Darlington. He's coming in. Oh, man, we're kind of strong in a way. Man, he's faltered this year. And, to hear comments, he commented and said this is probably some of the highest potential that he has over there on his 16 as far as building and where they can go, the ceiling. So I think that means a lot. I think he's got high remarks for his team, but they really got to get him together. 31st is not going to pay. And right above him, another guy, Eric Jones, man. We went through this whole turmoil with Legacy Motorsports and swapping from Toyota to Chevy and Toyota and all these different things. And, man, I tell you what, Eric Jones 30th in points. There's a lot of guys I feel like that just based off talent he should be running higher than that are in the standings. But again, that's kind of how it goes. But we got a long season ahead. We're about a third of the way through it. We're getting there. So at the end of the day, it's time to start. You got to put some consistency together, have some good finishes, dig yourself out of that hole. Otherwise, it's all done. And last but not least, I always got to throw him on here, man. The prophet, Ty Gibbs. Yes, a third place finish. I know, a third place finish. But he still is running horrible. Man, he's like 28th, 27th in points. 20th. I don't know where he's at. At the end of the day, man, he's got to get it together. I would feel like being the ownership grandson and what we saw him do in Xfinity, the talent should be there. The equipment we know is there. You just got to go get it. So we'll see if he can. We'll see if he can turn the season around, have some good runs. But right now, on the cold list, man. So got to give a big shout-out to my dudes out there, Collegiate Profit. I talk about it all the time. Tournament fishing boat, man. If you guys are looking to throw some sponsorship money down, get it wrapped up on the boat, I'm telling you now, man, they're looking for it. My boy Nick, Captain Nick over there, runs it. A great U.S. retired Army veteran, amazing dude. Still looking for some sponsorship, man. So go out and get it. They also got a Redfin sponsorship, man. You can check the track record. They win some tournaments. The man knows how to find the fish. So definitely make sure you're checking that out. And if you come into Savannah and you're looking for a good time, or you're local and looking to go out chartered, make sure you give Big Fish a call, man. Captain Nick over there and his team will fling you out there, put you on them, and you'll have a good day out in the waters around the Savannah area, man. So make sure, again, you're checking it out, Collegiate Profit. Make sure you're checking them out. Love you, Nick. And as always, we'll get together soon, brother. So give a recap. As I said earlier, Young Money whooped that ass. He spanked them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The man put himself in the top 10 in laps led of all the time at Bristol with that win and leading the laps that he did. So Bristol's been around for a while, and there's a lot of guys that dominated Bristol, like Darrell Waltrip. So you put some names in there. Putting in the top 10 of laps led, you're doing pretty damn good, man. So I like to see that for Kyle Larson. Hamlin was strong as well all day. You kind of had a couple guys that you looked to contend there for a minute, but no, I don't think anybody had anything for Kyle Larson for sure, man. And again, if you ask me, it was an okay Bristol race. I think we got spoiled there in the 90s and even 80s just watching what Bristol was and reconfiguration and repavement and changing this. And now we have this next-gen car that really doesn't perform well on short tracks. And yes, Bristol is unique. And we all cry for Dr. Tom compound. Kyle Larson even talked about it. He goes, by the time you got some rubber laid down, it's not the type of rubber that would stick. So it would always come up after they got it laid down a little bit. So I think maybe it's not a softer compound like he said. Maybe it's just finding a compound that actually lays rubber down that sticks to the racetrack. But decent race there at Bristol. I mean, I've seen them there with people dominate like that too. I've seen Jeff Burton dominate New Hampshire. I've seen Atlanta races where the guy that wins is 6 seconds ahead of the field. So it's part of racing. That's what happens. It's part of what makes NASCAR. So for me, I don't have a problem with it. I'm old enough to remember no stage racing and cautions were natural, and there was a lot of times maybe you didn't have a caution. Talladega, where we're getting ready to head, was caution free in 2000 something right there. So it happens. It's part of it. But got the boy coming back up, Mr. Button Boatwright coming on the show again, baby. I'm telling you, this dude is slinging it around here. Young local kid, throws it down, works hard, plays hard. The man can drive a car too. So we're going to get him up here now, run down what's been going on the last couple of weeks, and ask him a couple questions on what we got planned up moving ahead. Who's going to win this week at Talladega for sure. So that's where we're going to get into it. I'll give mine after he gives his, but Talladega's a wild card, man. It's like any other super speedway race, Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. Who knows, man? There's no telling who's going to win it. But Bob, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Awesome. Glad to have you back as always, man. So what's been up, man? Give us the rundown. You had a race, was it this past weekend, Easter weekend, or weekend before?
Weekend before.
Weekend before, man. Give us the rundown.
We took 4 checkers to part here, so we are definitely
not playing around.
not playing around.
Not playing around, man. The kid knows what he's doing out there for sure, man. So again, where'd you win at?
So I won we had a 2-day show up in Carolina Speedway up in Gastonia right outside of Charlotte. We won Friday night and we won Saturday.
Okay.
Then we went into Toccoa. We won at Toccoa up in North Georgia.
Yeah.
So we've been
on a roll, man. Been on a roll. So what's coming up for you?
It's a little bit more advanced class, a little bit better competition, learn a little bit more, but it's really focusing back to the Savannah area and hoping to really build up the true Thunderbolt right here where the Great Coach's Corner is, and we're really trying to get back home and closer around and get more local. So Swainsboro, Scriven, Golden Isles down in Brunswick, a lot more tracks around here, and just more opportunities.
Well, good, man. I'm excited for you, man. I know we talked about it. I knew you were getting ready to make the move coming on up, and you guys had that car gone and making the move, and I think that's kind of something that you got to do, especially at your age, coming up through the ranks and doing what you're doing. You definitely always got to move up. Especially, I feel like when you start winning, dominating, you gotta take the step up, man.
For sure.
Otherwise, we don't get better. And like I said, I love the thing about you is not only do you drive it, you work on it, man. So that's an awesome part too. So, what's the next one you got coming up? Where are we coming up next?
We gotta get some things situated, get the motor and all in the car, get everything right. We're not gonna
rush
to the track unless we're 100%. But hopefully we'll get in it in the next month or so and be racing with Kyle Larson here soon.
Oh, man, I like it. You see, I like it, man. Now, like I said, Broughton came up tying the flag. So when he hits it big, it's not an if, it's when he hits it big. Just know you saw him on Rubbing and Grubbing, man. That's what it's all about. So, but yeah, man. So coming into Talladega. This weekend, man, I got a question. I always ask this. Who's winning? Who you taking to win Talladega, man?
I don't think you can answer that.
Yeah, that's a rough one, man. That's a rough one.
I mean, super speedways, you never know. I mean, you can try. It's unpredictable. I mean, like Kyle Larson, he's great at Bristol. I mean, I would pick him for Bristol any
9 out of 10 times, right?
Like, super speedways are just so unique and so unpredictable. Anything could happen, but I don't think you're gonna let me walk away without.
No, you're gonna have to pick somebody, man.
I'm gonna go Ryan Blaney.
Okay, I like it. I mean, good pick. 3-time winner there at Dega, right? It's a 4. Lauren. That's a cuss word. We'll throw $1 in here. But at the end of the day, no, for sure, 3-time winner there at Dega. He's got an amazing finish there, amazing average finish there. They're going to be strong, you know. They definitely will. Those Penske guys. I mean, we've come to an age where it used to be make a friend, and now it's just stay with the group, you know. So. It's going to be awesome, man. But I look forward to seeing what you got in the future holds, man. Like I said, drop your social handles, man, where they can follow you at. Check this guy out. As soon as he comes up on the next race and it's scheduled, me and Lauren's going to try to come out and watch you, brother. I mean, we already talked about it. Lauren's going to have to drive, though, because I do this in racing, so Lauren's going to have to drive. But
yeah, that's the whole goal with switching up, going to the new cars is better, more competition, more experienced drivers to learn more from me, and then also getting closer to home.
Yeah,
all possible for
and I mean I think that's what you said also, is focusing on that, man. I mean, the overhead, I'm sure, to haul and go up here and stay up here and do this compared to running an hour and whatever down to Brunswick, an hour down to Brunswick, you know, I mean, it's got to be a lot easier and closer, especially. So
traveling some here and there. I mean, it's good to get out. It helps you.
Yeah, yeah.
When a lot of tracks around here are pretty sandy, so when you get up north,
it's a lot more.
States, there's different clay, different experiences, and it helps you learn, helps you be better.
And man, that's awesome, man. I mean, you know, you hit it on the head. I think a lot of people just think it's kind of like when we look at NASCAR, people go, a mile and a half, and it's not. You know, every track's got characteristics, and like you said, especially on dirt, you come down here, it's sandy, and you go up north, and it's definitely not sand up there. Always a pleasure, Brian. You know, man, just those handles quick so they can follow you, man. You know it. We'll see you later, man. I'm telling you, the kid's got a bright future. The man knows what he's doing. I'm telling you, he's on it. You want to follow somebody, make sure you're following him, because that kid's coming, man. I'm telling you, he's going to be bringing the thunder soon. So getting ready to get into this Talladega preview, y'all. I tell you what, like Broughton and me just talked about, it is a wild card. Nobody really knows, man. I mean, it's a guesstimate. You can close your eyes and go just like this, and that guy's got a good chance than anybody. We know certain guys super speedway race better than others, but nobody can predict what somebody else is going to do. So that's the biggest thing, is making sure you watch out for that. Before we get into it, man, we are going to drop the Liberty Ford keys to victory. Okay, I do this every week. Got to give a big shout out to Liberty Ford. If you hadn't checked them out, go check these wheels out, man. They are the most legit wheels, which I will be bringing up in a couple weeks. I got to get it out of the garage. So, but they are some super legit wheels made for those trucks, man. Floating center cap. Fully customizable. They are cut to order. These things are amazing, man. So at the end of the day, make sure you're checking Liberty Forged out for any kind of wheels that you need. And big shout out to Brian McCarthy. Love you, brother. Can't wait to see you again. And, man, they're awesome. So keys to victory coming up this week. I tell you what, I wrote them down, man. First and most important thing is, if you can't stay with your teammates, you better make a friend. All right. We all know some cars don't draft well with their own manufacturer. We like a little Ford Chevy, a Ford pushing Chevy, whatever it may be, right? Make a friend, man. Number one. Number two is what I'm telling you, man. Keep the car in good shape, man. Do not bang it up yourself. Don't put yourself in very vulnerable positions early in the race. This is a long race, and you can come from dead last with 5 to go and win it, all right? So make sure you at least have a car with the side panels on it, ready to run it at the end. Like I said, avoid the big one at all costs. That is the key, man. It doesn't matter if you got to drop from 8th back to 30th. If they're getting crazy up there at the end of these stages, make sure you stay away from the big one. And most importantly, survival of the fittest, man. You got to be in the right place at the right time, luck into it, have a good push, make the right moves, make the right block, and win the race, man. So we'll see who can do it. But as again, man, Talladega preview, a wild race as always. This is one of the wild cards, Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, all wild cards, man. Tyler Reddick was able to survive the mayhem, one of the biggest wrecks we've seen at Talladega in NASCAR history. 28 cars involved last year. Able to avoid it and make his way down to the finish and avoid the last one as well and come home with that victory. Can he do it again, or is it going to be somebody new? Make sure you tune in this Sunday and find out. Better yet, come up here to Coach's Corner, Savannah's NASCAR home, the place to watch it right here, Thunderbolt, Georgia, man. Come check it out. So getting into this money line, but before we do, money line presented by Redfin Polarized, the best polarized sunglasses on the planet, man. Italian frame, Carl Zeiss lenses. These things are made for the woods or the water. It don't matter if you got money on the line or a wall hanger. Make sure you see it clearly with Redfins. And I do have mine on tonight, by the way. I did rock mine out. I've had these, 3-4 years now? These things are legit. I got to get a new pair, but these are a pair of my favorite sunglasses for sure. And like I said, man, you can hit the website, find some swag you like, find some new sunglasses. Make sure you hit code Rubbin' and Grubbin', save you 15% at checkout. As I always say, man, live life ends up, Redfin Polarized, baby. So getting to the top five, the money line, I'll tell you what, I went back and forth, but I'm staying true to what I picked months ago before this season even started. I'm taking Joey Logano, baby. I'm taking a Ford. I know, Lawrence, I'll throw $1 in here. I'm taking a damn Ford at Talladega to win. I don't really want it. I don't want to coach, but I'll take it. 22, he's due. About time. It's his forte, all right? Number two, I'll go to 24, William Byron. Unfortunately, is going to be the lone Hendrick car you see on this list. He's got an amazing average finish there for William Byron at Talladega. He figures out a way to at least contend. So I'll give it to him there. 3, Denny Hamlin. We know one of the better super speedway racers out there. Maybe not so much Talladega, more Daytona. But, again, he's got a Toyota. They're fast. He's going to be helping his team in 45 and 23 and Christopher Bell run. I'll take the 11. 4. Young Ryan Blaney, as always, got to put the 12 car up there. You guys should know that. I mean, he's going to run it. He's going to bring it. 3-time winner there today. It just brought and took him to win. Could be that winner, man. Could do 4 times. Who knows? I'm going to catch everybody off guard right here, baby. This is a guy you better watch out for on Sunday. Been hot, got a bye week, had some fun time. Almost won it a couple years ago, and I'm going to take Bubba Wallace, baby. I'm going to take Bubba Wallace right there, 5th. I'm locking him in for sure. You give me those odds on Bubba this weekend at Talladega, the way he's been running. He knows how to super speedway race. He's got good equipment. I'll take Bubba. Dark horses, they're not that dark, man. I'll take the 9. I'll take the 6. And I'll take the 4 and Noah Gregson. That's probably the deepest, darkest one that I got right there. Noah, all right? That's the deepest one, man. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, the kid's going to run good. Hopefully he keeps it clean. He'll make it happen, man. So getting ready to get into that hard right turn, but before we do, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Lamar over there, Lamar's Body Shop, 35+ years taking care of Savannah's auto collision needs, the best in the business. Yeah, Lamar and his team know exactly what they're doing. They're not going to fade the funk with you, man. It doesn't matter what it is. Need an estimate for your insurance, paint job, some stuff replaced on the car. Make sure you go check Lamar and his team up there, 2301 Skidaway Road. Again, 2301 Skidaway. Hop, skipping, and jump away from coaches, man. You can go swing by Lamar, holler at him, come to coaches, get some lunch, have a drink, whatever it is, man. At the end of the day, as I always say, why settle for par? Go see Lamar, man. I love you, brother. So hard right turning, I'm going to put it out here, man. Look, Catherine Legg is a female motorsports driver. She's not a NASCAR driver. She's not an Indy driver. She's her own entity. She does all kinds of stuff, all right? And she raced an Xfinity race here, and she's got other ones lined up. And a lot of people are giving her shit, all right? They are. They're giving her shit about being a female and wrecking and not knowing how to drive and this and that. And yada. I mean, she received death threats and, sexually exploited bullshit and all kinds of stuff as a female. Which I'm going to put it down like this, man. At the end of the day, as any kind of NASCAR fan or person out there that you want to write a woman or female about being a driver and diss or jock on her for whatever it is she's trying to do, come on, man. At the end of the day, you know how many dudes I've seen out there that, wreck a race car that have maybe more talent than her or whatever, or highly sought after and this and that, and they wreck race cars. I don't see y'all sending them sexually exploited shit or telling them you're going to kill them or whatever, man. I don't know. At the end of the day, I thought NASCAR was like this sport where really, true fans, you're not worried about that, man. You're out there watching. I've seen it my whole life. So many females come to it. So many men come to it. Why are we doing that, right? So, Catherine Legg, I'll give you this, man. I tell you what, pat on the back, pat yourself on the back, stand up, run your races, do your thing. At the end of the day, if somebody wants to hate on you, let them hate. I really hope that nobody acts upon that, because if they do, it's a really effed up situation. But at the end of the day, from a real NASCAR fan, real motorsports fan, you got my support. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. So that wraps it up for the ribbon. We are on to the ribbon, baby. And I tell you what, I went a little different. I don't ever do this very often, maybe once a year. There's a couple I hit quite often. But I did go Philly cheesesteak tonight. I was craving it. I did go onion rings. I love the onion rings up here at Coach's. These things are legit. Man, we got the shaved ribeye. We got the peppers. We got the onions. We got the cheese. I'm telling you what, man, I cannot wait to tear into this thing. It's going to go in the to-go box. I'm going to tear it up as soon as I get off the stage. I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten today. I've been working in the bathroom. I'm over it, all right? So, anyways, man, make sure you guys are staying tuned. You got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Coach Carl DeMasi, coming up right after me here at 7. Ain't going to be long, man. Coach going to run it down, break down all the local sports news that's going on. On top of the Braves, man, we won today, Coach. Coach Andy, man, we won today. Anyways, I might have to tune in and let them know the Braves won today, baby. But Coach Carl DeMasi does a great job keeping you up to date on everything. So if you haven't yet, go out and subscribe to that YouTube channel as well, the Coach Carl DeMasi Sports Report. Follow that, man. I'm telling you, he does an amazing job. Awesome dude. Knows his stuff too, man. Make sure you guys are coming out, supporting the best local restaurant here in Savannah, Coach's Corner, Thunderbolt, Georgia. I love you guys. That does it for me. I'm on the outro. Look, man, just treat everybody with respect. Love each other, man. Bring everybody back together. At the end of the day, we're all Americans. I'm done with all the dividedness in the country. I'm done with all the political dividedness. I'm done with all the religious dividedness. We're all people, man. We all got to live here in America and on this earth. Let's just get along, man. Tell somebody you love them today. Hold a door. Help an old lady at the grocery store. Do something fun. Do whatever, man. Just do something good. That's what it's all about. A little bit at a time, man. Love you guys. I'm out. Till next Wednesday, stay safe, and as always, wash your hands, y'all. I'll see you later.